I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. We all went to university, fortunately. My mom was a single mother for long years because my dad died when I was really little. You know, when I was preparing to graduate, I was just, you know, like excited and, you know, with a big dream to join UN because that's a well-paid and gracious job in Ethiopia. I applied for United Nations because that was my goal to work for, and God provided. I got the opportunity to work with them because I had the experience with IRC for a year working for Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia. And then I joined UNHCR, and I was happy working until I came to United States, running from violence. I was very successful woman in my country until I had this situation to leave. I used to stay with the family and serve them, and I get paid nothing, and it was not fair. I'm sorry. When I came here, I didn't have a family, like a single family. Because I don't have a family, I'm homeless.
Yeah, I had to go through this. It means a lot for me to join Harford Family House.
But now I have peace. I have a place to teach my son. Yeah, that's how it is. And I can clean my house myself, and whenever I need, I can rest. And I have my food and everything. Whenever I needed some support, the office is right here. They are really good. They provide almost everything for me. Diapers, food, everything, recreational timing, like we go out and have party with the community right here. And the people in the Harford Family Housing, I mean the staff, they are really good to me. I'm sure they're really good to others as well. And they were always serving me with much respect and dignity. I don't feel insecure at all here. I have a big ambition that I'm a woman with a big heart, you know. I want to make better life. So I'll be back. I will work on getting some education if possible, and learn and make my degree better, and then get a better job, you know, continue to be even more inspirational mother for my son, and create a good environment for him to grow well. Yeah, I don't want him to be tired with my hindrances and what happened to me. I want him to go forward in a better life, and I know I can do it with God. God has been helping me so far, and He will continue to help me. I believe that.
I really don't know what I would be, where I would be, if it wasn't for Harford family. It was March 15th, 2007. I had woken up. Me and my dad had gotten into an argument, and I didn't have a car, but I had a motorcycle. I had a crotch rock, street bike. Grew up on bikes my whole life. So, you know, even though it was still cold outside, I layered up, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get on the bike and go. Got down the bottom of the driveway, let the bike warm up, and then pulled out on the street, backcountry road, got down to the end of the road, to the stop sign, and my front brakes were grinding. Like, you know, when brake pads are shot, they're metal to metal, and I didn't feel comfortable with the bike. I'm 90% sure that's why I turned around to go back. And I turned around to go back, and on the way back, there was this sharp turn, and this guy in a truck came around the wrong side, and I swerved to avoid a head-on, but when I went to negotiate the turn, it took me right into the wall. I fractured my pelvic. I pretty much shattered it. I ruptured my right kidney and my spleen. My helmet had split and I suffered severe head trauma. They had me on a lot of pain medication. So towards the end of 2008, I stopped taking everything. I ran into an old friend of mine and she had introduced me to Amanda. And we just started spending almost every day together. We just clicked. And we found a place in Cockeysville. We lived at the apartment for years. That's when everything started going downhill. It then got to the point that we couldn't cover rent. I tried getting help from friends and people, and it's like nobody could help. We didn't know what we were going to do. We had nowhere to go. We started selling stuff, TVs and stuff, so we could get enough money to stay in a hotel. I didn't want them to know what was going on because they were there when everything was getting moved out. You know, I never once wanted to be like, yeah, we're homeless, we're evicted, we have nowhere to go. We were sleeping in the car, and that's when my mom called me and said I'd found Harford Family Housing. And we woke up that morning, we drove straight to HFH Action Center. We went in for our interview with them. They immediately faxed our paperwork over to Harford Family. And it was like no sooner as we're walking out the door at HFH Action Center, my phone rings and it was Allison on the phone saying, how soon can you come in for an interview? Towards the end of the interview, the Miss Teresa was like, all right, well, I need you to follow me. I said, okay, and we got in our car and she had us follow her down the street, and she pulls in front of this house and she gets out and we come inside and she said, welcome home. I never expected to be walked into a house, you know, where my kids would have their own room again. And it was the greatest feeling I could have ever felt. Your family means everything to you, especially when family does mean everything to you. When the one thing you got on this earth is your family, your children that you watched raise every day. You've been there every day since the day they've been born. You haven't missed anything. And to think that you would miss something, to be able not to lose that is one of the greatest feelings there is. This organization's here for families to help them get back on their feet, to help them stay together.